Yeah, hi. In this tutorial, we are doing Java methods. Now, a method is what? A method is a block of code which only runs when it is called. It is like a function only that we had learned in C and C++. You can pass data known as parameters into a method. Methods are used to perform certain actions and they are also known as functions. Now, why to use methods? To reuse the code defines the code once and it is used many times. Now let's say if you have defined a particular code, so you can use that code many times. Instead of writing the particular code again and again, of writing the particular the program again and again, it's better that you define one particular code. And that is been used in method, and you can call method as a function also. Now we are saving our first program. Now how to create a method? A method must be declared within a class. It is defined with the name of the method followed by parenthesis. Java provides some predefined methods such as system.out.println, but you can also create with your own methods to perform certain action. Now I will explain you the example, what I had typed over here. Now you can see over here the name of the method is my method, so is the name of the method. Then you can see over here static. Now static means that the method belong to the my class and not an object of the my class. Then you can see over here void over here. Now void means that this method does not have a return value and the method name is my method. Now what will happen? What I have written in my system.out, wow, it got printed. So if I will call my method over here, so it will be printed at wow, it got printed. Let's see the output. It got printed over here. So in this way, you can call a method over here. Now to call a method in Java, you have to write the method name followed by two parentheses and a semicolon. Now you had seen in the example, my method is used to print a text when it is called over here. Now this method I had called over here by typing my method. I can call a method multiple times also over here. Now let's say I had copied my method over here and here. So now wow, it got printed over here one time. Now it will be printed 3 times. So I can call method multiple times also. Now I'll see the other example. This is Java method parameters. Now what is parameters and argument? That is very important to know. Information can be passed to method as parameters. Parameters act as a variable inside the method. Parameters are specified after the method name inside the parenthesis. You can add as many parentheses as you want. Just separate them with a comma. Now here I had created a class by the name class1 and method name is my method. In that I have create a variable by the name string, and in that I had stored the name that is first name. Now first name will be printed, that is over here, Abbas, Zara and Hassan. In that Lalani also will get printed over here. So the output will be Abbas Lalani, Zara Lalani and Hassan Lalani. Let's see the output. See, it's like that. Now we'll understand the comments and we'll solve the program step by step. The following example has a method that takes a string called first name. This is a string, and the name is like I had called first name as a parameter. When the method is called, we pass along a first name. We had passed the first name over here, which is used inside the method to print the full name. Now this is inside the method Lalani, and what will happen? It will print the full name. Now when a parameter is passed to the method, it is called as argument. So from the example above, first name is a parameter, and while Abbas, Zara and Hassan are my argument. So this I think I had explained you along with the comments, so it will be easier for you when you will run the program. I had run the program and I had showed you the output also. Now second program that we will do, that is over here. Yeah. Now in this you can have as many parameters as you like. Now your string is my first name and have used primitive data type age. So first name and the age will be printed over here. So I can use as many parameters as I want. So the output will be along with the age. Abbas 35, Zara 7 and Hassan is 31. Note, when you are working with multiple parameters, the method call must have the same number of arguments that we have shown over here, and the argument must be passed in the same order. Now we'll see the other program. That is return value. Now the class is the name class 3 and method name is my method. In that I had created a primitive data type int and had stored variable that is x. So what it will return 5 plus x, and in the x the value stored in my method that is 3. So the output will be 8. Now we'll understand through the comments. Now this is the program of return value. The void keyword used in the example indicates that the method should not return a value. If you want the method to return a value, you can use a primitive data type. We have used a primitive data type over here, such as int. Instead of void, use the return. So instead of void, we have used the return keyword inside the method. So in this way it got printed. So I had called my method over here and I had stored 3. So what will happen? 5 plus x, that will be answer will be printed, that is 8. So in this way we have done this. We'll see the other program. This example return the same method 2 parameters. Now here I had given a method and have set 2 parameters over here, int x and int y, but it will return me the value same. Now what it will be in my method, x plus y will get stored. So 5 and 3 will get stored in x plus y, and finally the output will be 8. So what is happening in this example, returns the sum of a method with 2 parameters. The answer is 8. Now I'll see the other program. Now you can also store the result in a variable. Here I had stored my result in the variable. You can see int z. I had stored in my variable. It's recommended, it is easier to read and maintain. So the same program where I had created a variable z and x plus y is there in my method 5 and 3, and my method 5 and 3 had stored in z. So finally z will be printed and the output will be 8. So here the variable was created over here. I'll see one more program. Here we have used like with if else condition. It is common to use if else inside the method. First we'll understand the program. Class name is class 6. Now check age is my method name, and integer is age, primitive data type, and variable is age. If age is less than 18, so it will print access is denied, and if age is greater than 18, so access is granted, you are old enough. Now what is the age has been there? 20. So it will be printed access granted, you are old enough. Now we'll understand through comments. Create a check age method with an integer variable called age. So integer variable is age, that is over here. And if the age is less than 18, print access is denied, and if the age is greater than 18, access is granted. So it's very simple program where we have check the age method with an integer variable called age. So by using if else condition. I'll see one more program. Consider following example which have 2 methods, then add the number of 2 different types. So we are taking 2 method over here. Here we are taking plus method int, and here we are taking plus method double. In that plus method int and plus method double we are storing in variable mynum1 and mynum2, and primitive data type I had create int and double. So it will be printed mynum1 that will be 1 plus 5, and mynum2 that will be 1.2 plus 1.4, and here is the formula over here, return x plus y. So static double will be plus method double, double x and double y. So in this way our program is running. In that, okay, we have used two method that will add the number. So 1 plus 5 6 and 1.2 plus 1.4 will be 2.599. Now the other program also is similar, but here what will happen, instead of two methods we are using only one method. Instead of defining two methods that should be doing the same thing, it is better to overload one. So instead of two method I am using one method. In the example below we overload the plus method to work for both int as well as double. In earlier program we were using two method, here we are using only one method. Again the program, the class name is there, static plus method, is my method name, and there are two data types over here, return x plus y as we seen in another program. Static double plus method is the name, and here is the formula, return x plus y. Now what is happening, in my plus method num1 I have stored, in my plus method num2 variable has been stored. Now finally num1 and num2 will be printed. The earlier example is similar to this example, but over there we are using two methods, and here we are doing same thing by using only one method. So the output will be 8 plus 10, 4 plus 3 plus 7.26. So 8 plus 10 is 18, and 4 plus 3 plus 7.26 is the 11.559999. So in this way, we had understood the method by different ways. I hope you had understood the tutorial. Thank you.